hours. I'm from Cavite. Pag Lunes, gano'n din man, kahit may sasakyan. Saan po ba kayo? Kung Makati kayo, saglit lang. Pero why am I asking that? If you lose access to the road, ikikikin mo ba yung BCP mo? Sabi mo, na ako uwi, may BCP pa kami. I'm sure, magagalit sa akin at tigano rest. Pero for practical reasons, won't you go home and secure your family? Diba? If there's a total shutdown, worst case scenario naman yung titignan natin eh. Nasira yung building, hindi mo na magamit. Meron kang second site, pumunta ka sa Acropolis. BCP site mo saan? Mo sa MTP. You're gonna walk to MTP. Especially yung server natin, meron sa MTP yung primary, tapos meron sa tama ba? Oh, Libis. Tapos ang tertiary or third site, Cebu. Tama ba? I'm not sure. Pero parang gano'n natin. That's the question you have to ask yourself. Gano'n katagal yung paglalakad from here? Wow. 6 hours. Are you even ready for that situation? I'm not scaring anyone. Matagal na rin naman akong takot dito eh. Pero what I'm saying is, anong laman ng grab bag nyo ngayon? I'm not telling you to buy anything. I'm just asking, anong laman, imagine mo, anong laman ng grab bag?
Water.
Kasi meron akong corned beef. O, dilato, diba? I have 1 liter of water. Meron akong pamalit na damit. Medicine. We should reconsider yung grab bag natin. Our grab bags are designed so that you could survive 24 hours. Yun yung design yan eh. Diba sabi ni Riz, nagkaganyan ng food, biscuit, non-cooked food, water, etc. It's designed to keep you alive for 24 hours comfortably if you're trapped. Paano kung mga 2 days kailangan mong maglakad sa labas? Suggestion ko, lagyan nyo na ng ano yan, ng payong. Mamaya may shake drill, may fire drill. Anong laman ng grab bag nyo pag bumaba kayo? Bukasan nyo. Record kayo mag-grab bag, diba? Ang mabigat doon yung
Tubig.
iwan nyo yung tubig. Pwede naman yun, hindi naman kayo check kung ano naman eh. Pag nauhawa ko, paano sir? Meron ng Starbucks, Krista, 7-Eleven. Ngayon, kung mahaba yung pila, punta mo na sa Blacks. So anyway, kidding aside, you need to consider this. I'm not gonna force it onto you. I'm not gonna give you an assignment. But think about this. Sige ma'am. Other common causes of accidents, sabi mga taking shortcuts, being too confident. Alam ko na itong work na to. Ignoring safety procedures, and so on. Mental distractions. Ano ba yan? Hindi ka masyado natutuwa doon sa co-workers mo. So, dito kami nagkasundo ni Mark Twain. Sobrang payag ako dun sa sinasabi niya. Ano sabi ni Mark Twain? It's better to be careful, kahit nga hindi 100 times then die once. Doon na lang ako sa 100 times. Then get killed once. Sige ma'am. So, following the domino theory, we say that accidents lead to injury, and the contributing factors are your work, unsafe conditions, unsafe acts, which happens to a person. So, if I make sure that I don't do this, if I make sure that my work area is safe, then I shouldn't get into any accidents. At least 98% of the time. Kasi may mga freak accident tayo. Every time I'd have a training like this, I would use my necktie as an example. Sabi ko, paano pag kinain ito ng paper shredder? And then when the other, parang mga last week, habang bibigay ko yung example na yun, a group here started laughing. Sabi ko, sir, ano po bang nangyari? Kasi office mate namin medyo syunga eh. Yung ID niya yung dinagdag ko na lang yung syunga. Ay si ma'am ang CR ng babae dito ha. Kinain daw. Imagine mo yung fright sa mukha mo. In actual life, kinain yung ID mo. Nung paper shredder. Well, it would be frightening. Pero, well, we laugh about it. Pero I don't think the other person's laughing. Yung kinain yung ID. Pero di ba nakakatawa? Those are freak accidents. You are in a relatively safe environment. Tapos mangyayari yun. But in our branches, yan, marami tayong stories of accident dyan. What's the worst accident you've heard of? Sa atin kasi wala masyado eh. Sa branch, may naputulan ng paa. Naipit sa paper ganun. Under construction tayo yung branch. One of the safety deposit box yan, na nakalagay sa taas, nakuhulog kapag sa paa. So because of that, pati ba nasa branch ka lang, naputol pa yung paa mo? Nagdala ka ng pera sa armored car. Nagka-accident yung armored car. So para kang na-blender dun sa loob. Oh, we had that last year. So hanggang this year. I'm not sure if he was the one who passed. So accidents, in general, would happen without us, sobrang unconceivable mangyari. Pero it would happen. That's why we have to be really ready. So here are some of the substandard acts. Failure to warn. You are already aware na yung door is electrified. May ground. Hindi mo pa sinabi. Eh syempre, nagpiktima ako, kaya ako na sa... Napakaganda ng attitude. Nahirapan ka sa safety device. Tinanggal mo sa grocery. Sa meat section, usually makikita nito. Pag bumili ka ng meat mo, pwede mong ipa-cut yun, diba? Sa grocery hindi sa palengke magkaiba. Sa grocery kasi may pang-cut siya na gano'n. Pa-cut nga kuya, kaya gusto ko tigo 1 inches. Sana puro baboy lang yung maiuwi ko at huwag maisama yung daliri. They take out the safety. Usually kasi meron yung safety device para hindi ka magkaroon ng accident. But, if you do that, katulad ng example kanina, it takes longer. So, failure to use PPE, servicing operating equipment, and then horseplay. Substandard act. Substandard condition, inadequate PPE. Nag-welding yung kapitbahay ko. Ang gamit niya yung x-ray film, kinat niya lang na gano'n yung x-ray film. Okay, napaka-substandard naman. I don't know if you can relate to that or if you even understood my example, but ito yung mga work na pinaperform na dapat nakasuot ka talaga ng proper gear. Otherwise, you'll have accidents. Defective tools, or you're using different tools for different work, meaning improper tools. Excessive exposure. Buti na lang dito sa atin, sa stress lang tayo exposed. Like, for example, imagine the last time you traveled, sumakay kayo ng airplane. Yung crew sa baba, nakita nyo naka-earmuffs. Kasi sobrang ingay ng engine ng plane and they're exposed to it like almost 8 hours the entire time they are there. That's why they use PPE. Sige ma'am. Kawawa naman. Kasi naman kulang ka sa skill kaya ka na-accident. Accident na is mo pa. Improper motivation, adequate capability, o job factors. Isihin natin si boss. Si boss kasi hindi deny ng maayos eh. Okay, sige ma'am. Andito pa yung mga photos natin. Example. Can we check? Okay. So yung accident, sabi niya, it doesn't just happen. May kasalanan mo yun eh. Sige ma'am. Example ng PPE natin. Pag hindi mo binigyan ng PPE yung empleyado, kukuha yan ng sarili niya. Sige ma'am, balikan na lang natin. Nandito ba yun? Parang hindi. But anyway, can you please go back? Okay, so, yeah. So, most of the accidents we get, loss of limbs, and because of, you can prevent most of these accidents. So that's what you're sounding off. Look at your work. If it's hazardous, then do something about it. Yun yung trabaho din ng safety officer. Sige ma'am. So, based on the data gathered, this is in the Philippines. Male, may mga male naman. Married, imagine kasama pa ba kayo dito? Male, married, kasama. Between 26 and 30, pasok pa? 1 to 5 years in the bank, pasok pa? Assigned in the first shift. These are usually those that get into accidents. I don't know. First shift, baka daw nag-inuman night before. Yan, aksidente. Male usually. Pero most of the data, the reports we're getting are from manufacturing. Sige mo. Okay. May tiga audit dito. Pag audit time daw, ganito itsura ng office namin. Galit yung tiga-audit sa amin. Ayan, proper housekeeping. If you don't have the proper housekeeping, or you don't have proper housekeeping, may mga tripping hazards, slipping hazard. This is actually fire hazard. Sige ma'am. May tiga-IT ba dito? Ganito ba yung itsura ng ano? Oh, para ma-maximize yung workspace. Hindi ka nag-provide ng proper helmet. Sabi ni Kuya, sige. Ako na bahala dyan. Kung di nyo masyado nakikita, this is a ship dock in a, well, for maintenance siguro. They have to work on the ship in may gap. So naglagay sila ng block. Matalino ito mga tayo. Tapos sabi ng tatlo, sige, we'll be the counter. Ngayon kung may naihi dito, tapos na yung career niya. Sige. Okay. So, remember, no, ang factors that we're looking at that when accidents happen is unsafe act, unsafe condition may others. What you want to do, sige ma'am, is to control your unsafe acts. I'm going to start with training. Train your people how to properly do their work so that it's safe. They'll tell them, make them realize, if you get into an accident, chances are you're going to get fired. Ganun lang naman. You get an accident, you're out for a long time, hindi kang kikitain. So appreciation to. And then it has to be, of course, consistent. The same way, you can use rewards, especially in manufacturing. In the year, in the entire year, if there are no accidents, may additional bonus. Dito naman sa atin, di man masyadong issue yung accidents. So, weak dito. And most importantly, get your people involved in setting safety standards. Kasi sila yung work eh. Later on, I'm going to show you the example that we use to measure riskiness of work. Para makikita nyo rin, yung work ko ba, risky ba siya? Madami ba akong hazard na pinaface? So if we try to control unsafe acts the same way, we need to control unsafe conditions. There are 3 levels in use. First is engineering controls. Engineering controls eliminate, substitute hazard, you isolate it. Like for example, most buildings, most modern buildings, yung mga nandito sa BTC would have its own engine room. May sariling generator. Actually tayo meron. Nandun sa side ng residences. If this was ever placed near the offices, you would imagine, sobrang ingay nun eh. And it would be a hazard. You should be limited to 80 decibels ang noise mo on a daily basis. 150 decibel is a gunshot or a gun going off. That's the sound it makes. 90 decibels, ito yung nag-uusap tayo ng ganito kalayo. Pero yung 80 decibels, yung normal na pag-uusap. So if noise is in the workplace for an extended time, you use administrative controls. Well, anyway, later on, I'm jumping the discussion. But the point is, in engineering control, if the hazard exists, move it, remove it, isolate it, change it. In most cases, it's impractical. It's not feasible. Why? Sobrang mahal. For example, the formula for your product requires that you use a very toxic material. Just for discussion. Sabi mo, eliminate na natin. If you take that ingredient out, di iba na yung product mo. Share ko lang. Yung mouthwash, gumagamit na yung mouthwash. That was originally intended for World War II. Alam mo ba yung originally, pinabaon sa mga American soldiers ang panglinis ng paa. So historically, look it over, mamaya Google na. That's, kasi nga, pag nagkaroon ka ng infection sa paa, sugat ka, ganyan, talo ka na sa war. So that was the original intention. And after the war, they tweaked the formula, now we're using it to clean our mouths. And why did I mention that? For your engineering controls, looking at your formula. If you change the ingredient, then you have a whole different product which might not be what you need. Right? So if it's impractical, hindi mo magamit yung engineering control, then you go to the second level, which is administrative controls. Administrative controls, nagsiset ka ng mga safety reminders, may mga signage ka, you even train your people. Right? And then, if that doesn't work, meaning it's working somehow but not really protecting your people, then you give them PPEs, personal protective equipments. Okay? Sige ma'am. So, basically, sabi natin, no, engineering control is to eliminate or substitute. Sige ma'am. We try to enclose it, isolate, remove, or redesign the workplace. The same way with formulas. Ingredient, binago mo. If it doesn't work, then we move towards administrative controls. Sige ma'am Cheng. Yan. So examples yan, hindi mo talaga siya ma-remove or ma-realign yung itsura ng office mo. You just limit the exposure time. Remember the last time nagpa-x-ray kayo? Pag nagpapa-x-ray ako, I don't know, there's this fear. Kasi diba sabi niya, sir, dito ka ha. Yan. Sir, taas yung shoulder. Tapos aalis. Magtatago. Parang hindi ata safe itong ginagawa namin. We limit it naman. Gano'ng kadalas dapat ang x-ray mo? Or at the minimum, ano yung 6 months, no? Kasi kung madalas na, you're exposed to, radiation. Baka naman, mag-mutate ka na. So, yeah, limit your exposure. You provide for safety signage. You have written SOPs and so on. Sige, ma'am. So, what do we protect? So, we protect, sige, ma'am, head, your hearing, your respiration. These are body parts that we protect, and we use a different PPEs. Sa safety, the training I told you about, sabi ko sa aling pusa ako, their discussion was hard hat. 2 oras na module, pinag-usapan lang nila hard hat. So may parts pa lang hard hat. So may shell, may harness, may chin clip. Nakakatawa. Boom science siya. So if we don't use it, well, by the way, si Dole has standards. Yung hard hats, may grade yan. Hindi basta pwedeng hindi basta-basta pwedeng hard hat lang. May brand pa ata na accredited. Yun yung pinaprovide. So yung iba yung ginagamit na lunchbox. Okay, sige ma'am. Questions so far? Okay, let's move to benefits. Benefits of your health and safety and health practices. You protect your staff. People feel important. This increases engagement. You show that you care. And then you reduce absences, cost-wise also. Productivity is also a benefit. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, check. Yeah. Productivity, savings. Sige, ma'am. So let's be aware, be alert, so that we can be alive. Accidents waiting to happen, meaning you see that it's also already a hazard, but you don't do anything about it. Safety is a responsibility of everyone. So usually, I move towards the discussion on the hazards that is usually with people in the service industry, not much of the retail, but our industry. Usually it's ergonomics. Mga hazard on masakit yung likod. Huwag kayo maniwala, sinabi kasi matanda ka na, kaya masakit yung likod mo. Huwag kayo pumayag. Usually ergonomics yan. So yung carpal tunnel, no? At some point, naging very naging center of attention niya. Yung mga nagtatype, nagmamouse for an extended time, karoon ng ganyan injuries. Lower back pains, frozen shoulder, yung mga condition natin. And then when we do not lay out, you don't follow very simple safety rules, we get into accidents. Sige ba? Slips on the floor, broken equipment. Last accident we had to report here was someone who slipped sa 7th floor. So, ano yan, August, September yata, nadula siya, pabalik na siya papasok. It was in the morning. So the person had to be taken to the hospital. She was out for 2 days because of that accident. Then over the weekend, we had to report it because there's such a thing as reportable accident and reportable illness. Mamaya siguro we can discuss more of that. But basically, not all accidents are reported. Kunyari na paper cut ka. Punta ba ako sa dole para i-report yung paper cut? Meron pa accident. Naalala ko. Pero you have to be careful, like, using your phones. Ang dami natin dito, ganyan. Paglabas ng elevator, hawak yung phone. No? Tapos hindi mo napansin kasi glass door. Nangyari sa akin. So I was using my phone. Nung naumpog ako, syempre kunyari, intention yun. It wasn't even the door, it was the window. Diba yung tapat ng branch, hindi man door yun eh. Ang door is right here. Pero from the lobby of the elevator, I think that happened more than just me, pero... Okay, anyway, sige po. Okay, sige po. So, part of, this is an improvement on how Dole uses, hindi na siya nagsishotgun. Sabi niyo, basta itong industry na to, high risk kayo. They're now measuring risk. We're going to have a module that talks about HIRAC, the hazard measurements. And we define kung ano yung risk ng task. Sige ma. So basically, a definition. Sige po. Okay. So, safety hazards, this leads to injuries. Health hazards, this leads to illness. Illness is exposure to contagions. Exposure to bacteria, virus. Yung injury naman, when you're hit, when you fall on the same level, you slip, and so on. So what do we do? We look at our task in general, and we determine where the hazards come from, and then we try to put in safety standards. So, may client-facing ba dito? Yung as an external, like yung mga tellers sa branch, meron ba? Wala na. Yung tiga GSG, asan yung GSG? Ayan si ma'am. GSG ma'am, you know, you're not. Hindi kasi yung mga suppliers come to you, di ba? Okay, anyway. So, exposure. Sige ma'am siya. Pwede bang maging zero daw yung risk mo so that yung workplace hazard mo would lead to accidents or illness when actually it's yes. Sige ma'am siya. Ayaw niya na. Okay, question so far. Let's take a 10-minute break para ma-ready si Ma'am Shek for the next one. Balik tayo ng 10 o'clock. Tuloy-tuloy na nag-enjoy na sila sa Louis. Kuha lang ng